Okay, here's what the standard looks like for standard number 4 graphing. It's really a short one. Okay, now let's talk about these graphs. First, we got y equals negative 2 times x minus 3. You notice how the y is out front by itself. You have 3x minus 4y equals 18. Notice on that one, the y is not out front by itself. The y is in front by itself, and here we have a y with no x. Now what you need to do here is simply ignore the method I say to use. You're going to use whatever method you want. You got to get the line corrected, okay? Whatever you want. So y is by itself. If y is by itself, what we're going to do is we can either use 3 input numbers for x, or we can use the MB slope y-intercept method, okay? Pick which one you like better and just go with that. So if I'm going to use the 3 inputs for x, I don't have a fraction, so I'm just going to pick 0, 1, and 2, and then insert those in for x. So, negative 2 times 0 minus 3. Y equals this crap here, so y is going to equal negative 3 when I put 0 in for x. Now I'm going to insert 1, so y will equal negative 2 times 1 minus 3. So I just find what negative 2 times 1 minus 3 is. It's negative 5, and then you're going to get negative 7. Okay, so 0, negative 3. Remember that first point's always on the y line, so 1, 2, 3. 1, negative 5. I go right 1, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 2, negative 7. So 2, negative 7. Okay? So those are my points. Please connect them so that it's aligned. Put arrows on both ends. Okay? Now, the other method you can use is with the MB and then slope and y-intercept. It's easier, but if you can't remember it, that's fine. So the b is negative 3. It's always mx plus b. The slope is negative 2, and I'd put a 1 under it. So negative 3 would be there, and then I go down 2 and right 1. So from that point, I'd go down 2, right 1. Down 2, right 1, I get the same 3 points. So, and it doesn't say anything about a domain, so that I don't need to cut the line off. Okay, next problem. Graph the equations using x and y. Okay, this one right here, forget about what I said to do it. Is the y out front by itself? No. Okay, so you don't have y out front by itself. So you need to use the method with the 0 for x, 0 for y. So I need to jot down that equation twice. And if x is 0, we get rid of 3x. So I'm going to divide by negative 4. And then 18 divided by negative 4 is negative 4.5. So that's your y-intercept. So if the y is 0, we get rid of 4y, negative 4y, and then 3 times x equals 18, so I divide by 3. 18 divided by 3 is 6. So 0, negative 4.5. I don't go right or left at all. I go down 1, 2, 3, 4, and then halfway. 6, 0, so I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's 6, 0, okay? Doesn't say anything about a domain, so we're good. Okay, next problem, y equals negative 1/3 x plus 4. Now the y is back to being by itself, so we can use our 3 input values for x, and then there's a second way. So if I'm going to do my 3 input values, I need to understand that we have a 3 there in the denominator, so I need to pick multiples of 3. Okay. So negative 1/3 times 0 plus 4 gives me 4. Negative 1/3 times 3 plus 4 gives me 3. And I'm guessing the next one's 2. So 0, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 3, 3. 6, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Please make a line through those points. Make it kind of long because we do have a domain. Okay. Another way, again, you can use the MB as long as y is in front by itself. So slope, y-intercept. So y equals mx plus b. 4 is the y-intercept, so that would lead to me making a point there. And the slope's negative 1 over 3. So I'd go down 1 and 3 to the right. So down 1, 3, down 1, 3, and I get the same 3 points. Now we do have a domain restriction. It's greater than. So greater than means we want the points that are to the right. So I go to 2, mark that point. This is right, this is left. Greater than means we want all the points to the right. I want to eliminate all the points to the left. So anytime they give me a domain restriction, we need to cut the line off. Okay, now this one, there's just a one-letter graph, y equals 6. X is not even in here, so the variable that's not present in the equation, in this case x, we're going to call that 1, 2, 3. And then y is 6 throughout the whole table. So 1, 6. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 6. I go 2 and then 6. And then 3, 6. So 1, 6. That's 2, 6. And then 3, 6. Okay, so make that. And there we go. Okay, then we have some other problems. They don't take long. Tell whether or not the given point's a solution. It says x minus 3 times y equals 12. Now what I want to do is insert those numbers in for x and y. So for x, I'm going to put 6 in, minus 3, and then for y, I'm going to put negative 2 in, equals 12. Okay, so I need to plug that into the calculator, see if it equals 12. So 6 minus 3 and then negative 2. Okay, I got 12. That means that's a yes. Now, if you don't want to just punch in your calculator, you make that minus 3 plus negative 3. You got to multiply there. That's 6. So 6 plus 6 is 12, so leads to a yes. Find the slope of the line that contains the points. Finding the slope, and that's going to be on the board, is y minus y divided by x minus x. So I set up these minuses. So I can go 7 minus 2 or 2 minus 7. I'll go 7 minus 2. Now cross those two things out. We already put them there. And then 7 minus 1. 7 minus 2 is 5. 7 minus 1 is 6. Now that doesn't divide evenly, so 5 divided by 6 is 0.83 repeating. So I put 0.83 repeating, but I actually want both of those if it doesn't divide evenly. Number 7. An animal shelter needs to get bags of cat food and dog food. Cat food costs $3 per bag. By the way, let me set something up. You pause it, fast forward it in the video till I start working. Okay. Okay, now, because we have 3 units, the cat bags, the dog bags, and money, we have 3, we make a table for this. So how much does a single cat food bag cost? If you went and bought 1 cat food bag, how much would it cost? It costs $3. How about dog food? How much they cost? They cost $5. Okay, that's nice. Now, how many cat food bags did we buy? We bought 100. How many dog food bags did we buy? I don't know. That's the answer to the problem, so that's X. So what I do is I take 100 bags for $3 each. So to find out how much money was spent from the cats, you take 100 times 3. That's $300. I don't know that, so that's 5x. And then I know what we spent total is 700. So my equation is 300 plus 5 times x equals 700. So I've got 5 times x. Get rid of your 300 by subtracting. So 5 times x equals 400. Divide by 5. And x equals 80. So 80. Okay, next one. A gym charges a one-time membership fee along with a monthly charge. After 2 months, a member has paid $110, including the membership. After 6 months, that same members paid $230, including the membership. Calculate the average rate of change in money paid per month. So we're finding the dollars per month. Now, normally what I do is I take the dollars divided by the months. So we got 110 divided by 2, but then we also got 230 divided by 6, okay? 110 divided by 2 is 55. Now, in order for that to be my answer, it's got to be consistent, okay? So 230 divided by, oh, I got $38.33. These are not even close to the same thing. They're not the same. It's because of this one-time membership fee that's throwing things off. So to compensate for that, I take y minus y divided by x minus x. So money is y, okay? If you don't know which one's y, it's the top one. So we're going to take 230 minus 110. And then for 230, that was for 6 months. And then the 110 was for 2. So that gives me $120 over a span of 4 months. So 120 divided by 4 is 30. Okay? So $30 per month. Okay? So again, if I do these and they're not the same, we're going to need this. And again, I chose the money for Y because the money's on top. Okay? So $30.